Gachagua says he will appeal against Thursday's court orders directing him to surrender 200 million shillings to the state. Milimani Law Court's Judge Esther Maina said the Mrida Member of Parliament had failed to prove that the money in question was not proceeds of corruption and he should therefore hand it over to the government.
Deputy President William Ruto's preferred number 2, Rigathi Gachagua, says he will fight back after court ordered him to surrender 200 million shillings to the Assets Recovery Authority, ARA. In a detailed response released a few hours after Judge Esther Maina had made her ruling, Gachagua accused the judiciary of plotting with his political opponents to get him off his game just days to the August elections.
Mimi wanajaribu kunihangaisha. Walinishitaki, wakaniweka polisi, wakanifungia, leo wanataka kuninyang'anya pesa yangu. Mimi naambia Uhuru Kenyatta, pesa chukua. Mimi nikizaliwa nilikuja hii dunia bila chochote, nikiondoka nitaondoka bila chochote. Na wewe rais wetu, wewe ujue, wewe umezaliwa, wewe ni mtoto ya Serarak. Hujapitia shida yoyote. Hujui bei ya mkate, hujui bei ya maziwa, hujui bei ya unga, ndio unachezea wa Kenya kwa sababu hii shida wanapitia.
Gachagua says his lawyers will appeal to the court to suspend the execution of that directive through a stay order until the election exercise is over. In her judgment, Judge Maina refuted claims by Gachagua that the 200 million shillings in question were earned from a properly obtained tender back in 2015. She also refuted the argument that the money was kept in a fixed deposit account. The Assets Recovery Authority, the government body that has sued Gachagua for corruption, established that the money was in 3 separate accounts in Rafiki Microfinance Bank. 3 accounts held 165 million, 35 million and just over 700,000 shillings respectively. All 3 accounts are said to be registered in Gachagua's name. A 4th account holding more than 1.3 million shillings was registered to a company linked to the MP's associates. Gachagua has, however, countered the ruling, saying that the judge had been biased against him throughout the case and that she was being used to frustrate his political bid less than 2 weeks to the vote. Part of the statement posted on Gachagua's Twitter read as follows, and I quote, "She refused my request to call witnesses to testify on how I got my money. She has made a ruling relying solely on the allegations by the state without giving us an opportunity to put the allegations to test as per the known practice all over the world." End of quote. Although Judge Maina's ruling noted that Gachagua had no evidence to prove how he made the 200 million between 2013 and 2020, the outspoken member of parliament poked holes into the testimony of the investigator hired by the government to investigate the corruption allegations against him. He said the judge refused to allow his witnesses who would testify as to how he made his money. The ruling against Gachagua comes 2 weeks after Assets Recovery Authority presented evidence in court arguing that Gachagua had worked with a close associate to launder money through a company registered as Jenny Enterprises Limited. Waris Kimathi, Lake Up TV in Nairobi.
After a protracted